How's it going, everybody? Driver 53, and I am back here today taking a look at this whole chaff and the bunker silo and your product being lost thing. Now, guys, this video I put out maybe a couple weeks ago, and this video has the most comments out of any of my most recent videos. A lot of you guys said that I didn't fill the bunker all the way up, so it wasn't a real test. So that's what we're going to do. I got the biggest base game bunker. I've got an 820,000 liter capacity trailer right here. We're going to fill this thing up, and I'm going to test it out and see if you guys are right or if I was right. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and just back up right here to the edge, and we're going to go ahead and start dumping. All right, now this thing is going to fill up kind of crazy. As you can see, I'm going to try and get this as far back in here as I can because a lot of you guys in the comments were saying, well, whenever you get to the back of the bunker, it's lost. It spills out the back. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to test that. You can see that I've got over 400 or not even 400,000 liters in here so far. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to bring this all the way to the front. All right. Right there. I'm going to go and turn this off because now I'm at the front of my silo. So let's see. Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and just dump the rest of this in here. And then we're going to take a look at this and see exactly how much is in here. I don't have my help menu on it real quick. Let me go ahead and get that. All right, so I'm going to turn it on. Let me go ahead and finish dumping the rest of this 279,000 liters here. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and go all the way back as far to the back as I can with this. And we're just going to fill this thing all the way full. Now, I would almost consider that being full. I mean, it's not letting me dump anymore right there. So I think that's as full as it's going to get. We're going to keep going here. Just keep the top nice and level. All right. Now, you can see that I've actually somehow I gained 15 liters. It's an 820,000 liter capacity tipper, and I gained 15. A lot of you guys were saying, well, it tips or it clips through the sides. Well, here it's not doing too bad, and it clips through the back. I don't have anything back here, guys. There is zero back here behind this bunker, and I'm not hiding anything. You guys have seen this is no editing. I'm going straight through this. You can see that we are all the way back here, touching the back, two piles as high as I can get them. And there's nothing clipping through the back. And once again, I've somehow managed to pick up 15 liters. And I'm not going to stop there. We're going to keep going. We're going to fill this thing all the way full. I'm going to see exactly how much I can put in here because that's the only way to do a true test, apparently, is to fill this thing completely full. 50,000 liters in a silo, you're right. Nobody ever does that. Nobody ever puts only 50,000 liters into a silo. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put millions of liters into this silo. I'm going to compact it and we're going to see exactly how much is lost. All right. I'm going to do this true test because apparently I am conveniently leaving out things also was in the comments. So I just want to make this video to show everybody that I am being 100% honest whenever I make these videos. I'm not trying to, sway these things, these results in any way, one way or the other. I'm being absolutely honest with everything that I'm doing. So as you can see, now I have got two trailer fulls in here, 820,000 times 2. And here is load number 3. So I'm just going to keep riding this thing all the way to the front, let it push me all the way up there, and then I'm going to go back up on top and I'm going to fill in every one of those little things that you guys see right there. So there we go, right there. Now, some of you guys also said, this stuff does spill out the front. My question to you, for those of you that said that, if it spills out the front, is it technically still in the bunker? I don't think so. If I had a silo, okay, a grain silo, and I accidentally spilled some of it out on the outside, can I say, hey, my silo lost some of my grain? No, I can't. I mean, I can, but it's not a true statement. All right, so that was 3 of those right there. Now let me go ahead and get up here and see if I can actually start unloading this. I don't think it's going to let me get all the way back there unless I start filling this up just a little bit more. And then I'm going to have to come up with a creative way to get up there on top. Maybe just hit it super fast. This is the 4th truckload, by the way. All right, 4th truckload coming in right now. Can I get all the way up there? Can I do it? Can I do it? Well, we're gonna have to try this a different way. I'm gonna go forwards this time. I'm gonna go forwards. We're probably gonna get stuck, but let's see if we can do this. Can we do it? All right. Hey, we are now up on top, moving around here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep filling this thing as full as I can get it. And it looks like I'm gonna get stuck again. All right. Maybe, maybe. All right. I got it unstuck. And now I'm just filling in all these spots. All these spots right here where there's a little bit of chaff that I can fill in. Because, like I said, I want to do this test to be consistent with the way that everyone else is doing this. All right. Everybody, or a lot of people in the comments were saying, fill it all the way, fill it full. Nobody ever does 50,000 liters. Okay. Well, here we go. We're going to fill this thing as full as I can humanly fill it. And I am getting compaction already happening, right? So that's a thing too. There is compaction already happening here. So I'm just gonna have to accept that that happens. You're gonna have compaction as you fill this thing up. It's a thing that's just gonna have to happen. Okay. So keep going here. I've still got 673,000 liters here in my trailer. So I'm just gonna keep going, and hopefully none of it spills out the front. If it does, we're going to come back and we're going to clean that up. I've got a leveler down there, you can see. So we're going to clean that up also. All right, so that there's none on the outside. And then, I feel like this is a pretty realistic scenario for the way that everybody was commenting in the video. So you can still see nothing is clipped through the side yet. Nothing. None. Okay, really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen on some maps, right? Maybe some maps you actually still have this happen, where it clips through the side. And my comment to that is, if you know what's happening, why are you still using that silo? Why are you using it if you know that it's broken? I mean, you have to accept that that is a flawed system, and you have to stop using it, or accept that it's happening and move on, right? You can't say that when someone else shows a way that their system is flawed if they're using things that aren't broken and yours is. You know what I mean? Like that's another really really big thing here that I think a lot of players think that there's only one way to do it, and that's the way that they're doing it in a lot of instances. And if you're using a broken system, I'm sorry, you are not showing it the proper way, or testing it the proper way, right? If you know that it's broken, you can't hold everybody else accountable and expect them to do the same thing you are, because it's flawed. It's flawed right from the start. There's no way to repeat that, that test, or that whatever you're trying to show. There's no way to repeat that. You know what I mean? At all. So I'm going to keep going here. We're almost full. I mean, I typically don't do these types of videos where I show every single thing and talk the whole time, but I wanted to make sure that people that were discrediting what I do and the types of videos that I produce for the community can see exactly what I'm doing here. And there's no question as to the validity of these results. Okay. There's no doubt that the validity of this test is accurate. Okay. So we're going to keep going here. I've got a little bit more that I could go here on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there, because I feel like under normal circumstances, that's as far as you would go, right? To not have any of that product on the outside that some are considering loss. It's not. It's just not even in the silo. You know what I mean? You're never, if you don't contain it, then it's not loss. Now, spillage? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Spillage is correct. I agree to that term. Once again, you see that none of that clipped through the back. None of that clipped through the back. So I've got 200,000 liters here still. I'm going to keep going. I mean, I do have a little bit that spilled out there in the front. So we're going to scoop all that up, measure up exactly how much that is. 190,000 here. This is the fourth truckload, right? Fourth truckload, I believe. And I got 3 million liters in this thing right now. 3.9. So, or 3.1, sorry, 3.1. We're getting close. We're getting close to this thing being as full as we can get it. All right. So 158 still in here. I mean, if you consider that 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. I'm right, very, very close to where it should be. You know what I mean? So let's just go ahead and Get this truck. We're gonna keep going around. Maybe I can put 150,000 liters somewhere in this thing. Um, my compaction is up to 9% now, so it is happening. Compaction is happening as I'm driving over it. It's a unfortunate part of it that's happening. And so yeah, we're good. Into the edge there. I mean, I've still got 154. How about I just go ahead and park this bad boy? All right, so I did some quick math, and you know, 820,000 times 4 is 3,280,000 liters. Well, I've got 3,124,698 here in the bunker, and that means I should have 155,302 left in my truck. Well, I've only got 154,778. But here's the thing, guys. I have product that is outside the bunker. Let me get this pushed back in here. We're going to see what our total is again. So here I've got a nice leveler. Let's see if I can actually get this pushed up inside here. If I can't, I'm going to pick it up and measure how much this is. Okay, so there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's kind of like going down. It's very, very interesting. Like this product, oh, it's moving. It's almost like the leveler has a capacity. That is so weird. You know what I mean? So weird that is actually a thing, that the leveler holds capacity and pushes it up. I mean, it's really interesting that the leveler itself has a capacity. I mean, look at that. I ended up pulling a little bit more out. I don't know exactly how to do this, right? I don't use this thing all the time. So unfortunately, I think that's probably what a lot of people are experiencing. They're trying to push it, right? And then when they raise it, right, and bring it back, it levels itself back out. So I think that's probably what some people were seeing. We're gonna try and push this up here as far as I can. Raise this up. All right, pull it back. I get see. We're still kind of like right there. You know what I mean? Like it's not being friendly. So there is a little bit of air on the outside. Let's see, one more try. One more try. No, I didn't get high enough. I didn't get high enough. And that time I kind of like even pulled it out. Holy cow. All right. So let's go over here where there's maybe a little bit more that I can get. And for some reason the tractor is going really slow. Not sure what's going on there. All right. So let's lower this down. Let's lower it down. Angle it. All right. Right there is good. All right. Let's push this. No. All right. Well, that's not working. Maybe I need a bucket. Let's get a bucket. You know, before I use the bucket, I'm going to go ahead and get this truck out of the way. I've got this thing as full as I can up here. I know that some product is, going to fall out whenever I get down here. So I'm just going to get this thing out of the way. That way I can fill back into this and then we're good. Now I'm also going to go ahead and grab a big tractor and we're going to drive it up on top, and that's going to do my compaction. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and take the tractor up on top. Now this thing weighs 25.8 tons. Should make this job pretty quick. And here is the bucket. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and clean up everything here in the front so that we don't have any issue with product being out here in the front and not counting that right in this, because I mean, this is not loss. You know what I mean? Like this is literally not loss. I honestly don't. I don't care what anybody argues. This is not loss. Okay, it's just not. We're going to go ahead and push this all the way over. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this back into my truck over here. And then we will count this up, and then I will start on the compaction. All right, everybody, you can see that I've got the front edge cleared up pretty good. I mean, there's like one little spot right here, and I've got one little spot right here. So 3,280,000 minus 184,429, which is in my trailer right here. That means I should have 3,095,571. I've got 3,095,428. That's like what, 150 liters? 150 liters off 3.1 million. I don't, I mean, it doesn't look like 150 liters. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a 30% loss. There's no way That's a 30% loss. Just from that, from clipping, right? 30% loss from clipping. So now let's do some compacting. All right. I'm just going to start driving around, and we are at 11% now. I have no idea how long this is going to take, but we're going to go ahead and start compacting. Now, this is probably going to take a very, very long time because I was not compacting it as I was going. So yeah, it's probably going to take quite the time. Yeah, 12% now. All right. I'll see you guys in an hour. And now I'm at 50%. So the fill level chaff hasn't gone down. 309-5428. Compaction's not doing it. It's not clipping through the sides. I don't know. I don't know what's causing it, guys. Like, literally, you wanted me to fill this thing all the way to the full? I did. There's 3 million liters in here, and I don't have a loss. I mean, I've got 150, right? 150 liters. So, yes, technically, there is a loss, but I got a feeling that's what's out front in front of the bunker. I'm not able to pick it up right now. The buckets, if I do it, then it's going to remove like 20,000 liters more. And I wanted to leave as much in here as possible. So 150 is what we're at right now. Literally. That's it. All right, here we are at 98% now. Getting ready to be 99. There we go. All right, one more percent, and then I can be done. Where's it going to be? Where is it going to be? Oh, it's taking a while. There it is, 100%. All right, we're going to drive this off the edge so that I don't push anything out on the front. Now, once again, we want to confirm exactly how much is in here, and that is 3,095,428. Once again, that means that I need about 184,000 in here, 184,429. So about 150 liters again. So nothing happened as I was compacting. It didn't push out the sides. It didn't clip. Nothing. Now, let's blanket silo. We'll see exactly. No, it picked these up. All right. It's showing that these are still inside. So there is 150 liters somewhere. But guys, even though it's 150 liters, I fully understand that is loss because I don't know where it's at, but it's nowhere near even like 0.1%. Well, that's it, everybody. I showed you that on 3 million liters, you're going to have 150 lost if you do it the exact same way that I did it right here. If you don't do it the exact same way, then your answer difference could be different. Once again, no clipping on the outsides or the back, nothing out the front. I mean, it's all included in there. 3 million liters plus in there. And I showed that only 150 liters are lost. In my mind, that's a 0. That means it's still myth busted. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video more and you realize that I wasn't trying to cheat you. I wasn't trying to represent anything. I wasn't conveniently leaving anything out. There was no need to fill this thing all the way full. The game mechanics do not have it where anything is lost. If it's lost, it's operator error. And if you don't want that anymore, you got to fix what you're doing. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like if you would. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications to keep up to date on my future videos. While you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these two right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53 signing off.